He saw the tablet then. He could use Kate or Sage power to also know I was the keymaster. So, has So's just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. Oh, he was lying the entire time. What's going on, YouTube? My name is VitaminDStain and welcome back to some Your Turn to Die. This is episode... Oh my god, what episode are we on? Episode 20? Episode 20. If you have not seen episode 19, go ahead and watch. It's going to be on your right-hand corner, my left-hand corner. Go ahead and watch. That will be right here. If you have any game suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. You already know what to do. And if you happen to enjoy this video, please consider subscribing if you have not, and hitting that link for your boy. Share this video with your homies. And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Okay, so we're in the middle of the death game. I forgot what we were doing. So yeah, I'm just going to extract this boat right here. Pretty curious about Jin's actions myself. Why do you know how to get to the first floor? Him noticing a secret door just by searching the room of Robo had me tilting my head a bit. You need a better nose than a police dog to do that. If Jin has the sense of smell of both the dog and the cat, then... Just as a reminder, Jin's a human. Yeah, what the freak, bozo? He's just a furry. Actually, while I was searching the dark first floor, I saw a weird video, meow. There was a guy with glasses and something like an X swung at his head. Then he said Big Sis Sarah's name. It can't be. That video? Of course, I don't suspect you or anything, meow. I got scared and left the room right away, but I'm sure that was a victim video, meow. This video I've been curious about, so there's a certain someone I suspect a little. Actually, this video, when I first watched it, I was too scared to look. So I used the fake Professor Mishima's monitor to play it again. What sort of video was this? Well, it's possible it was just faked, right? So I don't want to say anything responsible. I won't know unless you tell me. Well, look, it's that video I watched with you before, Sarah. A video I saw with her. Come to think of it, I was wondering about how Naomi spent most of the first half in the room of lies. Though actually, it was just tough for her to stay in the room because of the fake Mishima. See, no point in suspecting her with no other reason. Isn't that right, Sarah? If there's no other reason, then sure. Let's look at our items here. Victim video. What if we throw that at him? Pretty cheeky to object to me, Sarah. Oh, oops. Okay. What if it's linked to these two? Mixes now. Are you talking about a victim video? Meow. Right. I see. The victim video I have. That's what Now was referring to. Is that so? There was a woman tied up by chains, and this terrifying device started up. And just like that, the woman died. And there was a man in front laughing. From behind, he looked like KG. He looked like the policeman. To me, it looked like he left the woman to die. Huh, a shocking story. But I could always be a forgery. Then why don't we ask? KG, is that video real? Or do you deny it? I'm doubting you so we can believe you. KG. I want to have his back because he's had our back the entire time. But again, we can't forget that he could just be with the enemy and he's just trying to get close to us. You know what I mean? A part of me wants to say nothing, but the good in me wants to say let's protect KG because he's had our back. We'll just protect him. Wait, please. KG is... Stop, Sarah. There's no reason for you to protect me. He's right. In fact, Miss Sarah, you should press the issue for us. What? I'm sure even KG will open his mouth for his dear Miss Sarah. Expose the true colors he's kept hidden so long. I'm counting on you. Expose KG by my own hand? Well, we literally have the video. I don't want to fight you, Sarah, but, well... Can't mislead me. I'll choose words I can refute and talk back. Let's discuss the video now saw. How about... The sacrifice video shows the first trials, isn't that right? Mr. Policeman's first trial. Well, everybody knows it. Hard to believe I'd show up in some woman's video. Ooh. Let's go with the first one. No, I wonder about that. What other ideas you got? Right now, I can't think of anything. Then on to the next subject. That was a failure. Was her scaredy cat now able to look right at the video? Maybe she averted her eyes in fear habit. If she saw it alone, I'm sure she could have made a mistake. This one. Unfortunately, I also watched it with her once in the monitor room. There's no mistake, KG. So I see. Did you see your friendly policeman nice and clearly? Can't really make a great call from the backside view. Still good to suspect people over dubious information. It's you who said to suspect each other so we could trust each other. If we only use concrete information, that wouldn't be suspecting, it'd be just facts. Aha. By what Keitaro said, couldn't it be some sort of fake movie? Strange to suspect it, then turn around and believe this one. Should be no difference between the two, after all. Let's go with the third one. There isn't zero difference between them. The security camera footage had no sound. I admit it's weak evidence, but you can't talk about them like they're identical. Well, makes some sense. Okie dokie, I'll admit that. There's no relation between that woman and me, is there? Seems there's one whenever you do the first try as a pair. Friend, sister, student, teacher, any sort of connection. I want to do the second one. No, there isn't necessarily always a relation. Kan and her sister, now Professor Mishima, Sarah and Joe. They were all duos who knew each other well. Don't you agree? That was a failure. Discussion end. I'd say it's a tie. I give up. I can't beat you, Sarah. Please, tell us everything, KG. The video is real. The victim video that Nao saw, and it was also my first trial. The woman's name was Megumi Sasahara. That was my boss ever since I joined the force. Dang. Yeah, I did think just because it's him in the video, that doesn't mean he's linked to the killer. I mean, yeah, it looks sus, but I had to... And I know I've been saying he's sus, but like deep down, I'm like, there's no way, our boy, you know what I mean? I don't know. I have trust issues now ever since this game. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. I'm Keiji Shinogi. I've been assigned here starting this week. It's good to meet you. Good to meet you too. I'm Megumi Sasahara. I suppose this makes me your trainer. Wow, pretty impressive for your age, Shinogi. Yes, ma'am. But you might be a bit too serious. Even if you have stamina, you have to think about how to spend it, or it won't last. I heard you were rather elite, Miss Megumi. Why would you serve as a trainer for the likes of me? I wonder, indeed. I have high hopes for you. Yes, ma'am. Interesting. But then came the day of my nightmares. I shot a person. The criminal in a certain case. Miss Megumi. What? Why am I not being punished? I've killed a person. In self-defense, yes. But the criminal wasn't even holding a weapon. That's just what the law says. You've done nothing wrong. Miss Megumi, I heard you made a backroom deal. So what? Get back to your duty. You're police. Dang. That's crazy. She's the benefactor who protected me. I'll never forget it. I owed her the worst kind of death. Left her to die. No, but I killed her. Megumi. Mr. Policeman, get a hold of yourself, meow. Sorry for keeping quiet, everyone. Truth is, your friendly policeman is not a policeman anymore. Keiji, I'm surprised. What a dangerous individual we've had lurking in our midst. If you vote for me, I won't complain. No. Everyone, speaking of voting, I think it's about time to decide. Oh my god. Who you'll vote for and which force should enter the final vote. Meow? No, wait, that was way too quick. Well, you need time to work out the cartridge this time, you see? Precisely, choosing the victim without satisfactory discussion is not an outcome we desire either. What do we do? I don't want the suspect, but Keitaro, So, Keiji, you three are pretty sketchy. Hold up. Don't we need one more person, though? Troubling, huh? If it's down to 3 options, it'll make our choices that much narrower. Let us subtract someone again? Woof. Then maybe it's better to think of who to leave out from the final vote. Meow? Who to leave out? A good idea. Let's suspect some more. Leave someone out? Honestly, it's a good idea, but a part of me is like, nah, we should suspect some more. Or is there anyone to suspect some more? I wouldn't say so. Let's just agree with him. That's a good idea, Jen. Really? Well, if we weren't chosen in a preliminary vote and are dropped out, because you can no longer be chosen, there's no need to lie anymore. That might be one of our greatest allies. Of course, if you're to sacrifice, it works against you. Got it, Wolf. Let's talk about who we want to leave out. Meow. Progress. I think Best Sarah should be left out, Meow, because she's super dependable for reasoning, Wolf. We should leave out someone with lots of tokens, like Keitaro. How about we leave out Jin, since he doesn't have any tokens? We shouldn't be selecting Jin or Kana. Sacrificing the kid's no good at all. So it shouldn't be left out. I mean, didn't he say he was a sacrifice at the start? I have to say, I'd be glad if Sarah was left out. Right. If we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sarah, too. There's been a bunch of card trading this time. It's possible Keitaro with all his tokens was involved in at least one trade. And him giving his tokens to So, that subject could really influence the discussion. We should leave him out to extract info. I have to say, I'd be glad Sarah was left out. My reason, because you're the one I want to live most. No matter what. I ain't trying to look like a good person. I just feel like once we lose our sensibilities, we're gonna turn into demons. If it's gonna come to that, then pick me, Sarah. Right. If we're leaving with someone out, I think it's same as Sarah too. Because you're cute. What did you think I was gonna say? When our escape failed, I looked at you and had a thought. She's acting kind of strange. You had this desperate look, as if you had to sacrifice. And on top of that, a last-minute trade right after our escape failed. Just a tad suspicious, isn't it? I want to know the truth about you, Miss Sarah. It's because So's a sacrifice that he's saying such crap. If you I was about to cuss. If you spout suspicious stuff and lose our trust, he can get us to vote for him. Leave him out, and his heart should calm down. But I wonder if just leaving him out will make him say what he's really thinking. For an ally, he's a real pain, huh? Just listen. The best person to leave out is someone who's very likely to have sacrifice. If the sacrifice comes around to you, you can trade it away via tokens, right? But Jin has 0 tokens. If Jin had to sacrifice even once, he wouldn't even be able to trade it. So there's a high chance he's a sacrifice? Oh my god. I think Big Sarah should be left out. And also, I just want to protect Big Sarah, Meow. Jin, I believe in you, Meow. That's not a good enough reason, Jin. Oh, what was that? I caught you lacking, Keitaro. Keitaro, is something the matter? There being a trade just before the main game. Is that true? Huh? Yes, it's true. Which means, yeah, just maybe, I figured out who's got the sacrifice. Yeah? What? How could you possibly know that from what we just... Keitaro. I know. Everybody, listen up. Huh? I'm the Keymaster. Eh? Yeah, I'm daring to say it before voting. What's this all of a sudden? I can't tell where you're going with this. You would say that, huh, Sarah? Huh? I'm sorry for taking the Keymaster from you. Does he mean... The sacrifice card you got sent was mine, Sarah. It's Keitaro who sent me the sacrifice? And you still got the sacrifice now, ain't that right? What's he talking about? I have a commoner card now. Keitaro's making a false accusation here. Stay calm. What do I do? I'm gonna just make use of it. Anyways. You really think I'm the sacrifice? Yeah. Then just leave me out of the vote. Don't be misled, guys. The sacrifice gets 2 votes. If she posts those 2 votes toward herself, she's getting selected. In other words, if I'm not selected, that will be proof. Either way, nobody vote for Miss Sarah, and we'll have proof. I would like that, but It's about time we proceed with the vote. Please wait. Can we decide on such an important vote with so much still unclear? We just can't sort it out in such a short time. Grah, what should we do? The victim's gonna be one of the ones we nominate, remember? We really should discuss some more. Sure don't know when to give up. Time is up. Please select the 4 who will remain for the final vote. Enter your votes, please. And they're gonna make me vote too. Oh no. Oh god. I don't want to vote! KG, he wanted Keitaro to be voted. So let's do Keitaro. I'm sorry, I don't know. All votes have been received. Displaying results. There's a lot of ties. The first vote is over, and I wasn't chosen. Relief. I can feel my strained nerves loosening. But why these 4? Sarah, you... Just like I said, I'm not the sacrifice, I'm a commoner. 4 will advance to the final vote. So Hiyori. Kana Kizuchi. Keiji Shinogi. Now Egokoro. Why me? Yeah, why now? This isn't right. I know this to spare myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this. Which is why it's my role to inspire them. Like Keiji did for me in the first main game. Do they really want to hear a pep talk right now though? I'm just choosing out of my butt if I'm being honest with you. Let's just give them a talk. See what happens. Lift your heads up. We've always done what we had to do. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop. But, Kana, we're not your enemies. Even if someone is a sacrifice, we move in the same direction. We talk and we advance that discussion. Sarah. Bet you are. The real battle begins here. Everyone. Guess those of us who weren't picked should start. Incidentally, my role's a commoner. Got that? Monster Gorilla, it's not the time to shovel up, you know? Let's remember the cards trained in order. Yeah. Progress. Better be bloody. I don't like this, dude. This game is crazy. Now, please grasp your fate with your own hands. May you not all perish. Now we're gonna proceed along digging into the details of the trades. Fix this Racco, got it, meow. Gashu quietly sat in the chair again. Okay, there were 4 tradesmen in total. That ain't that many. By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, Wolf. Didn't get traded with even once. Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trades. Sorry, bedtime. Should we save here? I don't know if I should save. I'm gonna save right here just in case. Let's see. Let's extract. My heart was pounding wondering when I'd get past the battle card, meow. But my roll didn't see you up to the very end, woof. I made it through all 5 trades, meow. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we got given more time to sort it out. Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trades. The token rankings had Keitaro in first and Jinna in last, if I heard right. Me, you, and Naro were near the bottom, right? I don't think we had enough tokens to trade cards. Monster Gorilla, that's wrong, meow. What? There were 5 trades, Wolf. 5? Wait, by my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there were one just before the main game. Ah, I get it. You misunderstood, Keitaro. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make no sense. That's our line, meow. Sorry, but nobody's giving me an explanation. Well, that's on us. Hey, Keitaro, when was it that you passed her the sacrifice card? Actually, did you have sacrifice from the start? Nah, That ain't it. The first card I had was Commoner. I get it. That tells me most of the trades. What? I don't have a clue. Wolf, why's that, meow? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade. For real? Would you trade what? I give Sarah the Keymaster. Eh? Then what card did start with? I have no reason to lie, but... Yeah, why are we lying? At first, I was a commoner. You traded Keymaster for commoner? Meow. And that deepened our trust doing it. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Savin Sacrifice and Keiichiro's Commoner. Sarah's Commoner and Keiichiro's Sacrifice. I think Sacrifice. I think someone sacrificed and then Keiichiro's Commoner. Exactly. Someone's Sacrifice was swapped with Keiichiro's Commoner. And in the third trade, he switched with me. Sarah's Keymaster and Keiichiro's Sacrifice were swapped. Yup, that's what it means. Master Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember, meow. We're gonna have you tell us all the details of the third trade. Yes, sir. We lost some progress. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, meow. So I want to know the situation, Wolf. The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. These trades, I'd better keep them sorted out in my head, too. You can now sort out the details of the trades. Okay, let's get all this straight. The top row of this table is what card everyone had to start with. Those further onto the right had more token to spend, in both strokes at least. The next row is what cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on and so forth. The bottom row is after the fifth trade, in other words, the rolls they ended up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll work if new information comes up. Keiichiro, why aren't you talking? I was off doing all this stuff by myself, Wolf. I want to see the laptop, yeah? What stuff did he do, exactly? It's not relevant right now, Wolf. That's us. Third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop. I was worried because you were acting strange, Sarah. Did you think you'd be traded to sacrifice? Dang, Keiichiro, you're gonna make that trade on spot and an actual innocent? Huh? Something strange here. What is? Oh, his reaction. Caught you. Caught you. Why don't you deny it, Keiichiro? What? I mean, you need a ring-up box to trade. If you used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? He's definitely hiding something. I knew it. I knew it! I called it last episode too. I was like, this man's definitely hiding something. Oh my god, what the freak? Why is this heart so fast? Yo, what the freak? Hey, what the freak? Ain't no way I did that. Oh, really? Okay, bet. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Spit all out, Keiichiro. I'm gonna cooperate with Sarah, with everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic, a pathetic adult. The third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me. It was So's doing. What? I don't know what you're talking about. So knew. He knew I had to sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, So wasn't going to use the toilet. He wanted to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice in Sarah's Keymaster. Don't know a thing about that. Wait a second. You chose 2 other people and made them trade? You can do that? It must be possible, huh? So you can say that with confidence. So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a deeply suspicious individual, KG. Very suspicious indeed. Whoa, what is that? What? The discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between statements these 2 give, I should either from correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Keiichiro couldn't do the 3rd trade. I wasn't told it, so I couldn't either. Exactly, because he was with us. The question is, how did he know the sacrifice? Sheesh, just rolling on ahead with this assumption that I knew, huh? Did he learn about Keitaro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? No, peeking would be impossible. Oh yeah? Then I guess I couldn't have done it. Is my suspicion cleared? That was wrong. Exactly, what terrifying girl. I didn't do anything like that. You have proof? Now that you mention it, I'm at a loss. That was wrong. Precisely, you saw it directly. Keitaro's intent was so negotiated with So, and as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an active imagination, Miss Sarah. How we use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like. Keitaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. Huh? Were you watching or what? Yes, even So's already recognized that fact. That's right. How did So react to Keitaro's position? He must have let him in the room quickly and stuff that deal. I'm not brave enough to let Keitaro in. I kinda wanna deny that. No, I'm sure So was on guard. Keitaro had taken the laptop from him once before. So wouldn't let him in the room, no questions asked. Then why did he make a deal through the door? How amazing. I just thought of a way. Keitaro slipped the tablet on the door when he considered it might betray him. That's it, exactly. That's what Keitaro did to propose his deal. So must have been fairly wary of Keitaro, who could BS him using force. So Keitaro informed him that he was a sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. Nice. So, you had yet another objective on top of tokens and the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on an escape plan. Then I heard Keitaro through the door. Wanna make a deal? He said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And then I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that 1F security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's literally right there. That's the evidence. I already knew. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one absurd trial, I tell you. They told me, set up the props used for the death game. In a shoot, you set up the cards? Yeah. Of course, I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the stage card I just placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens. 100 meow? No crap, that's enough for 2 trades. But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How cunning. Pretending to risk your life, but not forgetting to protect yourself? What a dirty adult you are. Say again? All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the 3rd trade? I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Eh? The 4th trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah? What are you talking about? I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I didn't do any trade. I didn't have tokens. I don't remember, so I'm gonna just say I didn't do any trade. Your guess is off the mark there. I didn't do any trades. In fact, I couldn't. Someone stole my wallet. That's a poor excuse. Quiet, loner. I was with Big Sis Sarah for the 4th trade. Woof. So was I. Sarah didn't do any trade then. Well then, it must have been an ally who did it for you. Keiji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sarah, didn't you? What? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. The 2 of them were accomplices. Miss Sarah and Keiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game, by way of said sacrifice, they schemed to escape by working together and having Keiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed with Miss Sarah and Keiji making the bluff. They just picked the 2 random commoners that have trade. Then the sacrifice is Keiji? Excuse me. That's all it was fabrication. I mean, the The sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. So spouting nonsense will lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, KJ is a sacrifice, and the sage is Miss Now, perhaps. I'm the sage? Yep, so it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time. Wait a second. At the start, you said you were the sacrifice. Yep, that was a lie. I'm a commoner. No way. No way. Then, what are you in the same boat as me? Huh. I see. Guess choosing anybody but KG is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable. So... Enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. And you want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm the Keymaster. Huh? What are you saying? The Keymaster is Keitaro, though. Looks like we got him good. They were scheming on him? Really? My real role was Sage. Keitaro's the Sage? Ridiculous. That's impossible. It's possible, right? And as a Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keiji is without a doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true. That's all. You were on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with. It was Keitaro. Let's tell the truth of the 4th trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Keitaro. Oh. First, when Soap betrayed me with sacrifice, I was stomping around in a rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Keitaro that we team up. And so in the 4th trade, KJ and Keitaro's guards got traded? That 4th trade sure ended up punishing the loner now. Meow. Hold on, Keitaro, weren't you passed out during the 4th trade? Huh? This is wild. Okay, wow, there's quite a bit to extract. There's a lot to extract here. Grr, I'm getting confused. Me too, okay. Me too, Reko, me too. I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with the desire to see justice carried out, meow. He used a whole 50 token to trade cards with Mustard Glue just to defeat the loner, woof. Huh? Before Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any token at the 4th trade, yeah? Then he couldn't have traded, woof. That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was ticked. But I ended up talking with Keitaro, and we thought things over. In the 4th trade, I traded my card with Keitaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this to trade myself while Keitaro was passed out. Seems Keitaro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing of Keitaro's Keymaster. Seeing you act funny, Sarah, I was convinced. The sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. Keiji noticed me then, came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up, didn't know what Soul was thinking after all. And so I trusted Keiji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? That's a lot of trust. Hold on. I mean, Keiji could do the trade himself, but, is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic. Yeah, there you go. You gave him all your tokens? Meow? Sure did. And seems like that landed way outside Soul's ballpark. Shut up! Running out of leeway, are we? I've still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Keiji, why were you able to know about Keitaro having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance? Huh. So you still don't know. Okie dokie. Let's resume the discussion. We were able to extract a new statement from Sao. I just have to keep going. The power of that card. You don't mean... Yeah. The Sage's clairvoyance, of course. The Sage could use clairvoyance even outside of the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it. Unraveled all the mysteries now? This should prove it. Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to see Keitaro's Keymaster. Then I made the 4th trade to swap Keitaro's Keymaster and my Sage. And now, there isn't even a need to discuss the 5th trade anymore. Convinced of your victory earlier, you confessed. I'm a commoner. Any other questions? No, There's something odd about Keiji's story. It'll become clear if I look back at the trade so far. Okay. The card I had at first was a commoner. Keiji's was the Keymaster. And in the first trade, the Keymaster was sent to me and my commoner to Keiji. Okay. Next, the second trade. Sakurai's went to Keiichiro and his commoner went to someone else. Next, the third trade. So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Keiichiro the Keymaster. Okay. And the fourth trade. Keymaster went to Keiji and the sage to Keiichiro. The part that's strange, sure enough, it's definitely the sage. Yeah. That's right, the sage is at a place. Keiji should have been a commoner the whole time. So why did Keiji have the sage at the time of the fourth trade? That is weird. That must mean Keiji's first card wasn't Keymaster. He's lying about having sage now. He's lying? No, that's not it. Oh, thank God. Because Keiji was able to see that Keiichiro had a Keymaster, so it's true that he had the sage. But the trade doesn't make sense like this. That must mean Keiji's first card wasn't Keymaster. Keiji's first card being the Keymaster. That was a lie. Keiji had the sage from the beginning. And so, his clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the beginning too. Which is why, in the first trade, he could make me and the person with the Keymaster trade. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Yep, pretty much. Are you really going to vote for So? No? Something's not right. We should discuss this a little more. Don't be stupid, you're a candidate now. If the discussion leads to you getting picked, I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are we sure So is really a commoner, that Keiji is the Keymaster? No, something is odd. You're exactly right. There's still mysteries remaining. In the fifth trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, meow, this fifth trade. We should talk about it some. Well, if by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know? We shouldn't need any more discussion. Keiji? Digging up old conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, so that's how it'll end. No, we can't do that, Keiji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth. Alright. Let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the four who are in the final vote. Dang, dude. This is getting crazy. There's someone who moved Sarah's sacrifice via the fifth trade. If Keiji's the Keymaster, So Kano now should be sacrificed, right? Yeah. So Kano or now should be sacrificed, right? Is the Rona really a commoner? Yeah, should we believe that? Well, it's alright. So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Kano or now, which of them would have the sacrifice? I don't believe it. Keiji and Keiichiro are lying. He may be lying. Dang it. So doesn't seem very persuasive at all. That's to say, So fell for Keiji's trick. Location of sacrifice or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he had stolen my tablet when he locked me out, maybe he could have learned my card. I kept it all on me at all times to avoid just that. Kept it tucked beneath my clothes. So I didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner. His tablet, huh? Oh, we have his tablet. Kano or now, which I know would be the sacrifice. It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for So and let's end this, Sarah. Is there any possibility that his Keymaster was sent somewhere else at some point? Keiichiro's sage power should let him see that Keiji is the Keymaster. Then, is that possibility zero? Sarah, you really didn't have any tokens, right? You didn't have someone to sacrifice? Please believe me. Alright. In that case, it's gotta be someone with tokens submitted to the final vote, yeah? So, Arcana? Well, there is a tablet here. There is a tablet. Keiichiro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yup, take a look, it's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the table in the last supper room. On the table? I call that being off you, meow. But I thought that tablet Kator has now is a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you passed out. What'd you say? I would assume this is Kator's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? Why would So take it though? It's because So took the tablet for Kator. What? But they're locked by fingerprints, Wolf. Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the fainted Katoro's finger to it. And so we arrive at our outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when So looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for it would be after the 4th trade. That's when Katoro had the sage and I had the keymaster. If he had saw the tablet then, he could use Katoro's sage power to also know I was the keymaster. So, has So's just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. Or not. What if I'm acting right now? Or maybe I'm telling the truth. So. Not good. Now there's the possibility that So has a sacrifice. So as that stands, there's no way we can vote for So. But that doesn't mean we can just vote for Connor now either. Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. What discussion was it safe to vote for? He was lying the entire time. So is an absolute no-go. He's the most likely to pull this kind of trick. But between Bucket Girl and being sis now, is there any real difference? Well, you need a certain amount of tokens to trade a sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. This is all a mind freak. Like, it's confusing. I'm confused, but I'm shook. And I understand, but I don't at the same time. It's weird. But I'm gonna have to end the video here, guys. This game is getting absolutely crazy. Oh my god. The next episode may be the conclusion. May. I'm not sure. I said May. But if not, no worries. We'll keep playing it till we knock it out of here. Alright, guys? This was episode 20. I'm gonna end it here. I have no idea what to think. So is a pathological liar. But then, I'm still thinking about how Sarah had that vision where So traded his sacrifice from Sarah. Which, that throws me off because So is being weird, but he did something like that. It's confusing. It makes me like rethink my entire life. But that's all I gotta say about this episode. But all I could say is it's getting heated. I'm ending the video here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please drop a like, subscribe if you have not, and you made it this far, because why the freak would you not? You made it this far. Come on, do your boy a favor and share this video with your homies, because I mean, why the freak not? Let's keep growing, shall we? Hopefully we could hit 800 subscribers by the end of this year. That would be cool, since we already made it to 700. Thank you again so much for watching, and a little friendly reminder, if you have game suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. And I'm gonna end it here, guys. Y'all stay safe, and as always, until next time, fellas.